Hello, welcome back to Lab Art. Today I'm gonna show you how to make this gorgeous fabric weave. It looks slightly Anthropologie inspired, slightly Urban Outfit inspired. So let's make a plan. So my initial plan was just this very basic sketch. No judgment, it's a sketch. And I just want to weave fabrics in and out. I didn't want to be super neat. This is the first time I've done a fabric weave in a very long time. But I actually came up with the concept that maybe I'm going to do it on a piece of mounting board and have the string of the weave showing through, so it's double mounted, as you can see from the picture before, and it will look beautiful. So let's have a look at the fabrics. So I've got this selection of fabrics here. I've got some canvas, some velvet striped fabrics, some green canvas, have some patterns, different textures. Now this is great for a weave if you want to get the same aesthetic look that I've created, because it's going to give us loads of texture and loads of depth, but they're all in the same tonal group. Now I have to say a big thank you to the house company based in Tunbridge Wells who donated these fabrics for me to use today. Please go and check them out. I've got their information in the description box, and they were beautiful fabrics to use, so I would highly recommend. Oh, I'm a big fan of this cream and white sort of geometric patterned fabric just there. Oh, and this is the card, so those are their details, so if you want to pause the video and have a little look. There we go. So moving on, I'm going to show you how to make the weaving. So I went and bought myself this mounting frame. I got mine from Hobbycraft. I believe the inside of mine is a 6x4 and the outside comes out to around about A4. Those are in inches, and then of course the A-sized papering. And I also bought, whilst I was there, this sort of very textured yarn, and I'm just taking some masking tape and I'm loosely wrapping it around the frame board. Don't pull this too tightly, even though you want it to line up and have enough stretch, because it will distort your mount. Cardboard's strong, but it's not that strong. And I'm eyeball weaving across, or not weaving yet, circling that yarn around the mounting board and then just reattaching it down with some more masking tape. You can see mine isn't exactly perfect, and I went in with that bottom bit and evened it out a bit later, but I've just attached that there, and this gives us a great base to start with. If you're just starting a fabric weave, I would highly recommend choosing a smaller size. This doesn't take a massive amount of time to do, but when it's smaller like this, it can be more effective, and you'll get that more instant gratification if you go for a slightly smaller size. So I'm not doing a traditional weaving technique. I decided that because I want it to be textural, that I am going to, yes, weave like you normally do. You can see in that previous clip where I'm going one under, one over, but I'm not going to do the same one over, one under for each piece of fabric, if that makes sense. So let's speed up the video a little bit. You'll see what I mean. So I've gone in, that one's on the same under over, and sorry, just sorting through my fabrics, but I wanted to have an irregular pattern all the way through, so I didn't always do one over, one under, one over, one under when it came to materials, because that overall textural effect, it would have been too neat for what I was trying to get at. So I'm just tucking the loose ends bit of fabrics behind the mounting board, and I'm just carrying on weaving in. And when I'm cutting, I'm not being too concerned about getting a very super neat edge. Because I want this to be textural, I'm not too bothered about having different sizes or different angles. What I could have done is come in certain sections that have chunks of one side that was one fabric and use another fabric to complete that line of weaving, but it needed some order and being quite chaotic. And I'm just finishing off and mixing those textured in I really like the effect of some of the metallic threading and some of the fabrics that I used. So I'm just cutting off the excess from those weave fabrics, and I'm going to apply some additional sticky tape, hold that down. But before I do that, I'm going to slide my fabrics into the correct sections so they will stay where I want them to stay. It's really important when you're initially doing the weave not to force and pull down and distort your weave. You have to be gentle with it. This is a gentle process. You do not need to abuse your weave. So I've just attached more masking tape, and I'm very happy with this finished effect. Now, nothing looks quite as good as when you frame it. So I've just taken this very basic grey frame. Sorry for the lighting here, it looks slightly different tones, and I think it looks great. So thank you for watching. Please support the channel by subscribing and liking the video, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.